this week for the AMA, I got asked a question about cache and cookies. You might hear these terms quite a bit, but not really know what they are, what they're referring to, and how you clear your cache or your cookies. So I'm going to explain it in today's video. The reason that knowing this stuff is good is because it can sometimes resolve some issues if you're having issues with websites and things. And also, it's good to saving space and a few other things. So it's good to know what they are and how you would actually do them. Okay, so this is all to do with internet browsing. So you will have an internet browser. I'm looking at Google Chrome. I also have Safari, which I use sometimes because I have a Mac. So this is Safari, and I'll talk about cache and cookies on both of those. You may be using a different one, so you may be using Firefox, Microsoft Edge, Internet Explorer. I think those are kind of the five main ones. Basically, your browser is the thing that you use in order to browse the internet. So what's cache and what's cookies? Well, in order for your internet experience to be seamless and quick and lovely, they do these two things called cache and cookies. Now, cache is particularly useful for long session browsing because it doesn't want to keep loading the videos, the pages, the images, because all of that takes time and it will slow down your browsing speed. So cache saves certain information on your browser, so that then when you visit a web page, it doesn't have to load all the pages, all the images and everything every single time. It has cache, so it kind of loads from what it knows. Cookies, on the other hand, are more about user choice and preferences. So cookies will kind of save your preferences and your choices, if you like. So that's why when you go to a website, they'll say we use cookies. And the idea of that is because then so say you were on the Build It Brilliant website, which uses cookies, I can request that information. So I can get information such as how long you've spent on the website and which pages you've visited and things like that, which can be really helpful from a business owner's point of view, because I can see when people are kind of leaving the website or which pages are working better than others, and see lots of traffic information and things like that. Traffic is the amount of people visiting the website and which pages they're visiting and things. So that's why cookies are really good. Now, in terms of space, cache takes up more space than cookies do. So if it's a space thing that you're looking at saving, then clearing your cache can help you save some space. And because it saves website information, if you are having an issue with, say you've changed something on the back end of your website, but when you go to look at it on the front end, the information is the old information, it's not updated, then cleaning your cache can help that refresh, because then it's loading the new information and not relying on the information it's got from the old stuff. This can also work sometimes with Facebook when it's not pulling through certain things, or if you are using course platform software and a customer comes to you and says I can't log in, or there's some kind of technical issue, then clearing your cache is always the first thing to do, because it just refreshes everything and you can make sure that they're seeing the newest and latest information on your website. So how do you actually clear this on your website? So this on your browser. So this is Chrome, and it's really quite quick and easy. So all you do is you click on these three double dots in this corner here, and you go to More Tools, which is just down here, and then you go Clear Browsing Data, and then it will pick up these three options. So a quick mention here on browsing history. If you're browsing people's Christmas presents and you use a shared laptop or shared computer and you don't want other people to see what it is that the sites you've been visiting for their Christmas presents, then clearing your browsing history makes sure that when you click in that top bar, none of that history comes up. So you could do that. Cookies and other site data is there, so that signs you out of the sites. So if you are signed in to sites and you use that because it's quite quick, then you open tabs and you're already signed into your systems, if you clear your cookies, it will sign you out of all those things. So the next time that you go, you'll have to re-sign in. And then we've got cache. So here I've got 58 megs of cache, so I can clear that. But remember that then the next time you visit something, it might load a little bit more slowly because it needs to load all of the information. So you just click whichever ones that you want, whatever kind of timeline that you want to clear, and then click clear and it does it. So that is Chrome. Safari, if you go to Safari, so this is Safari, if you use Safari, you go to develop at the top and you have got clear empty caches, which you just click and it will then empty the caches for you. So you just click that and that is done. So if you don't use those two and you use something else like Edge or Firefox or any of those, if you just type in Google clearing caches on Firefox or clearing caches on Edge, Google will tell you the steps that you need to take in order to go and clear them. But as you can see, on any of them, it's not a hard thing to do. It's probably just a couple of buttons. So I hope that has helped to explain cache and cookies and what they do and why they're useful and how to clear them. That's it for this week's AMA. Thank you very much for your questions, and I will see you next week in the next AMA video.